welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Um, it's your girl Ruthie. What's up? Okay, so I want to say welcome back to my channel. This is a synthetic wig that I have purchased from my local beauty supply store. And what I wanted to say, since I'm talking about the synthetic wig, that this is really a beautiful wig. It's really a beautiful wig. Now, it's one of these any part lace front synthetic wigs that you can, I was looking at the box, that's why you see me move back. It's one of these any parts. I can park this wig anywhere. It's a synthetic wig and I love it. Now to me the difference is, and I don't know, I tried it, I failed at it. Synthetic wig, you can't hot comb, you can't curl it. The curls don't stay, and you can't dye it. So if I'm wrong, then please tell me in my comments below. But that's the difference that I found out between synthetic and real hair. Other than that, I think they all wear the same, they look the same, they apply the same. To me, it's no difference. Like I said, this is a synthetic wig and I love it. It's an any part wig that I could put it on any way. And it's comfortable and it's affordable. I do work a 9 to 5. I do YouTube as well, but I work 9 to 5. And at some point in life, I waited till I actually they tell you, there's a saying that when you get fed up with things in life, then and only then, when you get fed up, you'll make a change. And to me, for so many years, I stayed at my 9 to 5 and I work Monday through Friday. I'm in the finance corporate world. But I stayed there because comfortability, stability, and you just forget about the growth, and that life is about taking challenges and life is about moving forward. And at some point, you kind of get comfortable in these positions that you have in life, and you allow fear for so long to take over, to play a role in pursuing your dreams and going out there and seeing what's out in the world. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't mean you have to stay in that state. It doesn't matter what family you come from, your family history, whether you're rich or poor or whatever it is, because you watch rich people who are now poor. You watch poor people who are now rich. So it's up to you to change your destination in life, or your destiny in life. It's up to you to change it. And for me, for 2-3 years, I wanted to get on YouTube. I wanted to make changes. I wanted to try something different. And I set up my job every day. And every day I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is really bored to me. And that's when you know that you become bigger than your room. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's something different. I need to do something different. I got bored. I'm bored with doing my same daily work Monday through Friday. So it becomes boredom. And at some point in life, you have to push yourself and you have to say, there's other things in life. You become larger than your room. So when I said that I became larger than my room, this is facts that I'm speaking. I'm not theoretically speaking or hypothetically speaking. I became larger than my room, and this is why I'm going to tell you why I became larger than my room. I began to sit there, and it's okay to work for someone, but at some point in life, you have to work for yourself. And I became bigger than my room mentally, emotionally, spiritually, educationally, and I'm really speaking educationally. I became bigger than my room on an education level. And I became larger than my room because I shouldn't have been there for so long. So my room is small. So now I'm doing other adventures and taking other avenues and taking on other responsibilities, because I know that some things in life, you have to end certain relationships. When you become bigger than your relationship, or when your relationship is on a one-way street, then you know that it's time to end things and do what's best for you at the end. And what's best for me now is that to pursue my dreams. sometimes in life we forget who we are. And we forget who we are because we have children, or you've been on a job for so long, or you've been in a marriage for so long. You forget who you are. Now you have to go into these dark places and spaces, and you have to kind of like meditate, and you have to find out what you want to do in life and where you want to be in these short-term goals. And that's why I tell people, always set short-term goals so you'll know where you want to be at in these goals, what you want to accomplish, what you want to succeed at. And in my short-term goals, I said 2-3 years ago, and I'm being honest with you, 2-3 years ago, I said I wanted to get on YouTube. And for 2-3 years, it took me 2-3 years to get on YouTube, because why? I allowed fear to play a part of that. I allowed comfortability and stability. And you have to move those, because that's what I call comfortability and stability now. I call them crutches. You have to remove those crutches that are standing you up from under your arm, and you have to remove them, and you have to sometimes fall. You have to hit the ground, and whether it's at ground level, whether you're at the basement level, whether you starting all over again in life, it doesn't matter where you at, but start out correctly. Build your foundation, build on that. And it doesn't matter if you starting out where you didn't have much, but now you at foundation. Okay, well, there's no lower to go. You at ground one, you at level A. Then you're on the first floor, you're in the basement, and then you keep moving from the basement to the first floor to the second floor, and that's how you keep stacking up. But you have to work on yourself, and you have to find out where you want to be at in life and what works for you. When I tell you what works for me, I became larger than my room. I'm bigger than my room. So that no longer works for me. I'm not on that same mentality. I don't have the same attitude. Everything is different from me. Everything is just mentally. I don't look at things the same. You want your own business. You want to grow. You want to do things differently. So in order to grow and do things differently, you have to do different things, because you can't keep doing the same thing and you expecting a different result. It's impossible. So my expectations are different now because I'm expecting a different result. That's because now I'm doing something different. So I am expecting a different result. But at the end of the day, I don't blame anyone for my circumstances. I blame myself, because no one played a part of me being where I'm at today but me. So when you become, like I said, when you get that whatever you want to call it in your life, and you're like, I'm awake. Because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. So like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. That's my perspective of it. I finally said, this is not me. This is no longer me. And in order for you to change who you are, you got to know who you are. And that's important. Please understand what I'm saying to you. In order for you to know who you are, you have to learn who you are. In order for you to learn that, you need some self-time. You need some self-awareness time. You need to pour into yourself. You need to meditate. You need to fast. Do whatever you need to do. But you got to find out who you are in order for you to go to the next level. And once you find out who you are, I promise you, everything else will fall into place. I'm going to continue to do, this is going to be a part 1, because I'm going to continue to show you and tell you what I found out, who I was. And at the end of the day, that's what everything you do in life. You got to find out who you are and where you belong in life, and take those chances. And in order to find out that, you need some meditation, you need time for yourself. I'm going to wrap this up, because I'm going to do a part 2, a part 3. We'll do a series for this, like episodes, like season 1, episode 1, and where we get into creating and finding out who you are. And if I can help get you to the next level, then come back and stay with me, and let's inspire each other. Come back. There's going to be, we'll call it a part 1. and come back and enjoy it, and like my wig, because I like my wig. Come back for more great videos, great content. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, and come back because we're going to do some more great videos. Thank you. Let's make it do what it do.